Stuck on how to stay organized? Watch this video for my key strategies to stay organized. I'm Jane Stoller and I'm a Life Biz organizer, and I'm so glad that you landed on my channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So if you ever started to get more organized but then couldn't stay on track, well, by the end of this video, you'll have 3 steps that can be incorporated into your entire life. Not only for your closet, not only for your business, or not only for your home, but for your entire life. So I've shared these tips with a lot of friends, families, clients. I wrote a book about organizing, and a lot of these tips are incorporated throughout that book. So my mantra is I truly believe that your organizing system should be holistic, meaning that it should go from your house to your office to your business, vice versa. And it should really be incorporated into your lifestyle. So I hope by the end of this video I will keep you motivated and also be giving away some kind of free downloadable tips as well. So my number 1 tip is just to get started and then get some support. To start, I would set aside daily time. I've mentioned this before in my previous videos, but even if it's just 10 minutes a day at the beginning or end of this day, if you do this, you'll feel like you achieved something. And yes, I said every day. If you continue to make organizing a daily goal, it will become soon a priority, and then it won't even feel like organizing anymore. And also try and think about something tangible before you start organizing, something that you can really envision, how it would make you feel when it's completed. So to kind of help you jump right in and then get started on that space. And I mentioned support as well. I tell everyone you're getting organized, or tell everyone about your goal, whether it be your friend, your spouse, your kids, your coworkers. Say, you know what, I'm on this organizing quest. I'm trying to get my attic organized or my business process or whatever it may be, but enlist support. Just like when you're doing with kind of an exercise regime, you tell people, telling them makes it a bit more, you feel a bit more accountable, not just to yourself, but also to them. So my second tip is practical versus pretty. This is not really more of a tip, but it's really more of a thought process. So do we think practical, or do we think if it looks pretty? So I'd always say you should always be willing and ready to assess your newly organized spaces, especially if you're in organizing quest. And you have to decide if they're truly functional or if they're just too complicated. Because if they're too complicated, you probably have to reevaluate and reorganize so that things make the most sense for your daily life. As in, you're no doubt aware by now, I personally think that it's very important to have every last detail of your closet look impeccable. However, it's sometimes necessary to choose the practical solution over the prettiest one. Otherwise, you might be inclined to just create an even larger disorganized mess. So as an example of this, perhaps, I always say color coding is great, but let's say you have your blouses color coordinated, but you can never find the right sleeve length. So perhaps organizing them by different sleeve lengths might make it easier for you to find them in the morning. So comment below on your challenges with organizing and keeping things pretty versus functional, and what your challenges around that are. So my third and last tip for this video is to measure and celebrate success. Many bosses, and one in particular, I remember she always saying, well, you can't measure, how do you really know you've succeeded? So make sure you get some before and after pictures if it's relevant, or kind of if it's not, if it's a process or something, a routine you're organizing, kind of write down how long it took you before, or something that you can measure against the outcome. And of course, I always say celebrate the small things. So once you've actually achieved your organizing goal, or let's say you've achieved that process you wanted to get more organized, why not celebrate a bit? So now you know some of my key tips to help you stay organized. Below is a link to the first chapter of my book, which goes deep into kind of the science behind organizing, and I hope this kind of help you stay motivated. The link is below. Next week, I'm going to be sharing my number 1 productivity tip. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it below. Please subscribe and share it with your friends, and also comment below if this video helped you in any way. Thanks, and see you next time.